Welcome to Yoga by Beka. If you'd like to do 20 minutes of yoga with me, let's roll out your mat. Start off in hero's pose. Breathe in, put your arms high above your head. Exhale, drop your hips over to the right side, placing your right hand above your head, reaching over towards the left. Feeling a deep stretch all along the right side body. Close your eyes and just breathe in and out. Now back to center. Now breathe in deeply and stretch your left hand overhead, dropping your hips over to the left side. Stretching towards the right, feeling a deep stretch all along the left side body. Breathing in lots of great pure oxygen, exhaling any stress. Now sit back up to center. Arms go high in the air, stretching, and then lean forward and get into child's pose. Dropping your head down on the mat, extending your hands out in front of you. Get up on all fours and let's do cat-cow. Breathing deeply in and out. Dip the belly down towards the mat. Then exhale, pull the belly button up to the ceiling. Exhale, dip the belly down towards the mat. Now come back to a neutral spine, and let's do some circles in your tabletop position. But add a lot of fluidity and movement, letting your hips go where they want, moving your shoulders. Now sit back on your heels into child's pose. Come back up to tabletop position and stretch your hands out in front of you, laying your heart down on the mat. Getting a nice stretch in your shoulders in puppy pose. Stay here in this position, breathing deeply in and out. Then roll forward into Sphinx pose. Put your hands beside your rib cage and lift your upper body up and then lower down. Lift up with fluidity and then lower back down. Just getting some movement in that upper spine. Now come into up dog. Pushing the ground away with your hands and the tops of your feet. Your legs are off the mat. Now push your hips up and back into downward facing dog. Slowly bend your knees down, tapping your knees on the mat, then lifting them back up into down dog. Then in a very fluid motion, move forward, tapping the knees down on the mat. Now come into plank position. Curl back into down dog. And then curl forward back into high plank position. Catch a wave and curl back into downward dog. And then, like a wave crashes to shore, come forward to plank. Lower down, chaturanga. Pull the chest up into upward facing dog. Push yourself up and back into down dog. Lift the right leg high in the sky into three-legged dog. Stack the hips, Bend that knee, and then lower your left elbow down on the ground for stability. Make big circles with your knee, really getting into that hip, opening up the hip. Now straighten your elbow back into three-legged dog. Pull that knee into the chest and then step it through in between your hands, lowering down your left knee. Now on breathing in, lift up, straighten the right front leg. Come up on the heel, flexing the foot. Lower down, straighten and lift up. Lower down your left knee onto the ground. Straighten your front leg and shift your hips backwards and lean over into your half split. Shift your hips forward, leaning forward, and heel toe your right foot over to the right side of your mat. Get up on the razor's edge of your foot to open up that knee towards the right side, creating space. Dip your head down and then unroll it up and look at the sky. Just getting some movement in that upper body. Pick up your right hand and windshield wiper, reach it back to the back. Bring it up, and then windshield wiper it over towards the back. Bring the hand forward and pull it in. Exhale, windshield wiper it back towards the back. Reach back and grab your left foot, pulling your left foot in towards your left hip, getting a nice deep stretch. Stay here, breathing deeply in and out. Slowly release. Pick the knee off the mat into lizard lunge. Now let's return back to tabletop, but then lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Take a few moments here to just really breathe deeply. Maybe lift the heels off the mat a few times or take your dog for a walk. This time, lift your left foot up and behind you, stack the hips, bend the knee, and lower your right elbow down to the ground for stability. And at this time, make big circles with your left knee, opening up those hip joints. Now pull the knee in through to your chest and squeeze. Release back to three-legged dog. Then pull that knee back into your chest and set the foot down in between your hands, lowering your right knee down to the ground. But breathe in and straighten your front leg, coming up on your heel, flexing your foot. Breathe in and then exhale, lower down. And inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, bend the knee, lower back down. Now at this time, go into half split position, pushing the hips and squaring them and pushing them back. Extending your left foot in front of you. Lean your head over to lay it on your knee. Feeling a deep stretch along the back of your leg. Now heel toe your left foot to the left side of your mat Get up on the edge of your foot, opening up that knee towards the left side, creating space. You can pick your other knee off the mat and in a very wave-like motion, lean your head down towards the mat and then up towards the sky, lifting and lowering a few times. Take your left hand and windshield wiper it back behind you, and then bring it forward in through to your tummy. Then exhale, windshield wiper it back behind you a few times. Then crunch your elbow in forward, then release it back behind you and grab those right toesies, pulling your right foot close to your right hip. Stay here and just enjoy the stretch, then slowly release. Bring your hands back to the front of the mat. Lizard lunge. Lift your chest up, go back to tabletop, then lift the hips up and back to downward facing dog. Slowly lower the knees down towards the mat, hovering above, then pushing the hips up and back to downward dog. Slowly walk the legs forward to meet your hands into forward fold. Lift up halfway flat back, exhale down to forward fold. Bend the knees and uncurl your body into a standing position, mountain pose. Swan dive down to forward fold. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Step back to plank position. Keep your right foot in front, left foot back into triangle pose. Place your left hand on the outside of your front right foot to where you're doing triangle pose but with a twist. Breathing deeply in and out. Now come back to center, lowering your head over your knee again. Pick up your back heel, coming up on your toes, lifting and lowering the back heel. Now bring your weight into your right foundation foot and lift your left leg up in the air into Warrior 3 practice. You can keep your hands down on the ground for guidance. Bring your left knee into the chest. And then let's experiment with Lotus positions. Pick your left knee up. Grab your left foot and fold it into your midline over top of the right foot and drop the knee down. This is a challenge for me. Feel free to point and laugh. This is a judgment-free zone and it's all in fun and we're just playing. So let's get into Lotus position. Your left foot is folded in towards your crotch. Knee out. Lower your top body over into a forward fold with your feet in lotus position. Bend your foundation leg and lower yourself down to seated. I had to lose my pose because my body just isn't quite used to that type of stretch. So now I'm going to do a spinal twist stretch, placing the left foot over the bended right, looking behind me as I stretch and lengthen. Now turn around and face the front. Breathe deeply in and deeply out. And let's stand ourselves back up into forward fold on our mats. Uncurl and let's get back into standing position. Sweep the arms up high overhead, swan dive it down into forward fold. Look up halfway with a flat back. Step back to high plank, lower down chaturanga. Pull the chest up. Upward facing dog, transition to downward facing dog. Walk your feet up to meet your hands into forward fold. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Lower back down to forward fold. Lift up halfway with a flat back. Lower down to forward fold. Bend the knees, vertebra by vertebra. Uncurl yourself to tall standing position. Swan dive down, forward fold. Lift up halfway, flat back. Step your right foot back behind you. Straighten your front leg into triangle. Place your right palm on the outside of your left toes and your front leg and bend over that front left knee into a bit of a twist while you're in triangle pose. I apologize, my camera angle is not good. You cannot see my body in this, so it's hard to explain. But just now come back to center into regular triangle pose. Your back right heel should be lifting up and lowering down. As you're breathing, pump that right heel up and down. Now bring your body weight forward onto your left foundation foot, lifting the right leg behind you. Point the toe, square off the hips, and then pull that knee into your chest. Extend it back out, warrior 3 prep. And then pull that knee into your chest. Grab your right foot, fold it into the inside of your left thigh, letting the knee fall down into lotus position. Reaching around to grab your foot. I don't quite have that type of expansion. Then slowly take your front body and bend it over into forward fold. Slowly take your left knee and bend it until you're able to come down to a seated position. Take your right hand and try to grab those right toes from behind your back in a bind if you can. If not, just stay here, feeling the expansion in your hips. Now place your right foot down on the ground on the outside of your left knee, and let's do a spinal twist. Looking behind you, then come back to forward. And with your foot in lotus position, stand yourself back up on your supporting left leg. Just straighten your knee. You got it. Bingo! Back to standing position. Release that leg down and let's get back into downward facing dog. Lower the knees down onto the mat, tapping them, and then go back into down dog. Bring the knees down to the mat, tapping them down, and then do a full seated position in hero's pose, sitting on your heels. Now take your feet, put them out straight in front of you, and let's do a seated forward fold. Hinging from the hips, reach forward and grab your feet. Breathe in and breathe out. Enjoying the stretch. At this time, let's do a reclined butterfly position, letting your knees fall to either side. Place your left hand on your belly and place your right hand over your heart. And just breathe in deeply, exhaling fully, bringing all of your awareness to your heart. Breathe in relaxation, exhale contentment. Breathe in and think, I am safe. Exhale, I am fresh. If you took this time out today to do yoga along with me, I'm just so happy. Every time you do yoga, you create new neural pathways and retrain your brain. Quieting the mind, becoming one with your body, and resetting your calibration. Slowly push yourself back up into a seated position and do whatever meditation feels good for you. I hope that you will like, subscribe, and follow the channel, and I hope that if you're an older woman like me, an empty nester, middle-aged to older-aged females, and you'd like to keep up just the best maintenance possible so you can be the best you possible as we get into this last stages of our lives together, then I hope that you will stick around and maybe share with me some of the things that you love about yoga. Have a beautiful day, sending you lots of love. Bye.